Welcome back. It's week 4, day 3, and we're going to work on our starchy carbs, although today is going to be about corn. So one way to introduce corn a little bit easier is to actually work with cornmeal. So what we're going to make today is a polenta. There are two ways that we can do this. We can either make it into a porridge consistency and do a loaded spoon technique with that, or we can make it into finger foods. So I'm going to do porridge for today, since it's going to be nice and warm and that good consistency, to let him try it that way. And then for the next few days, as he's trying it again, we're going to make it into the little pinky sized pieces, but I'm going to show you how. So we're going to start off by adding 3 cups of water to our pot, and then we're going to bring it to a boil. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to bring it over to our pan to bring it to a boil. We're going to set our temp on high and let it come to a boil. Now that this has come to a boil, I'm going to lower this down, put it on probably 2 because we're going to cook it low and slow. We're going to add a little bit of cornmeal in and then whisk. Get all the little chunks, put a little more cornmeal in, and whisk. I'm having to do this one-handed because I have Noah, and the other hand he keeps messing with the camera. We're going to stir this pretty frequently. This brand is a little different. Other brands may take a little bit longer, but you just want it to be a good thick consistency. So we'll cook for about 5 minutes, stirring frequently. Alright, now that this is thickened up, I'm going to lower this all the way down to 1. We're going to cover it and let it sit for about 5 minutes. Now that this is done for 5 minutes, that looks really good. It's a good texture. We're going to go ahead and turn this off. We're going to add a tablespoon of butter. Sorry, that's Noah moving the camera. We're going to add a tablespoon of butter. Noah, let go. Okay, we have our butter added. We're going to stir this in, and it's actually ready to serve once it starts to be cooled down. Now I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to take probably about half a cup just for him to kind of play in. Let that cool down. The rest of it I'm going to show you how to make into those pinky sized pieces. Okay, let's transfer some for a bowl for him. He's going to eat this in just a minute. He's so hungry, can you hear him? That honestly should be plenty. Okay, the rest of this is going to take some parchment paper and line a baking sheet. Now you can do it this way, or you can make it into some golf ball size pieces, flatten it out in a patty and pan fry it. We're just going to do ours this way. I've done it this way in the past, and actually made like a French toast breakfast. Just made it into little squares, pan fried it, and then lightly dusted it with some powdered sugar, and then topped it with some fruit, and I think I drizzled with like a little bit of honey. It was so good. I may end up doing that again. Okay, all that's out. And we're just going to spread this out as evenly as possible. Again, we're going to do those pinky sized pieces, so you want to make it pretty flat. That looks so good. And obviously, he's not going to be eating all this. So share with the family. I may even throw in that recipe that I did for breakfast. Stick around. Okay, let's let that cool down completely, and then we'll cut it up. So while this is cooling down and this is cooling down, I'm going to go ahead and flatten this out and make it nice and cool for him. You can always add a little bit of water to it too if it's a little bit too thick for him. You don't want to make it gummy to where it sticks to the roof of his mouth, because that also is another choking hazard. All right, let's set him in his chair and get him ready to eat. Now these have firmed up pretty nicely. We're gonna go ahead and cut these into little squares. Let's see, we'll do about 1/3. We'll cut it into thirds. Okay. Now, we're going to transfer these squares onto a pan and just lightly pan fry those in some avocado oil. Okay, I've sprayed my pan. I'm actually going to try, we're going to do the top part first, but I'm going to spray each side of the polenta. So I did the top side first, since that side's a little drier. Should crisp up pretty good. So we'll do this for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. I'll go ahead and spray on this side so that whenever we get ready to flip, it's gonna brown up pretty good. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and flip them. They may stick a little bit, yeah, and that's okay. So we'll do 2 to 3 minutes on this side, and then we're gonna go ahead and plate them after this and let them cool down to cut them. Perfect, I think these are done, so we're gonna go ahead and take these off and transfer them back to a piece of parchment paper. All right, I have picked out 3 pieces that I thought were pretty good and even and square. So we're just gonna cut these into those pinky size pieces. We'll experiment a little bit with just slightly different sizes. It's not gonna be exact always, but as close as we can. Alright, very good. This piece stuck. We'll just eat that. So we can just go ahead and store these and wait for him to eat them for tomorrow, with tomorrow's meal. Alright, so for a bonus, we have a little bit of our polenta cakes. I'm going to put some Swerve powdered sugar and a little bit of cinnamon. I'm going to put it in my sieve here. That's good. Okay, and then we'll add some maple syrup. And some fresh blueberries. And here we go. That's with our adult breakfast. It is delicious. You gotta try it. Thank you so much for watching our baby-led weaning videos. We really do hope you're enjoying them, and if you are interested in following along, I would suggest just starting from the first video. If you want to know whenever we put out more videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and that way you get notified of whenever there's new ones coming out. Thank you so much. Say bye. Bye. Noah, get off the camera. Let go. Let go. That's not funny. No, let go. I'm trying to film your progress.